Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll show you step by step how to take visual notes, whether it is for studying or for general purposes of storing information. I took a lot of inspiration from Austin Kleon, a visual artist. You've probably heard of him as the author of the book Show Your Work or Still Like an Artist. Good books, by the way. So what is visual note-taking? Visual note-taking is a way of combining handwriting, colors, shapes, symbols, charts, and diagrams in order to create a visual representation of information. This way of representing information is not only visually engaging, but it's also proved to help people retain information better than just with plain text. Taking visual notes can bring you a lot of benefits. Firstly, it engages all senses. You hear or read the information, then think about the main ideas and patterns in that piece of information, then you translate them into text and drawings with your own hands. This basically wakes up your brain and forces you to concentrate on what you're doing. I promise you, it's literally impossible to be distracted in this process. Taking visual notes also helps you focus on the bigger themes and the key ideas, the main patterns and trends, and it helps you have a clear, better thought flow and connect ideas more naturally. It's fun to create visual notes, and it's even more fun to look back at them. They're uniquely your own, and you can easily take a picture of your notes and share it with everyone in the world with Instagram or Pinterest or Twitter. That sounds pretty good, right? So all you need is a bunch of papers and markers of different colors. But if you decide to go paperless, than I do, then you can also use your iPad or stylus, or in my case, Apple Pencil. And for apps, you can use any note-taking app that you have. For example, you can use Notes, which is a simple note-taking app that comes for free with any iOS devices. And in my case, I use Procreate, which is a drawing app that I've been using for a while. But you can certainly use any kind of note-taking app that you have. It's really not important. So let me first show you the general idea of visual note-taking. Normally, this is how you probably take notes to begin with basically bullets and subcategories. You're just writing it out or words. This is not necessarily bad. In fact, this is how I took notes throughout my high school, and I did survive and didn't fail any classes. But there's a better way to do this. You can do better. Now I'll show you how you might want to set up your page if you want your notes to be more visually engaging. First of all, you want to put a clear, distinguishable title on top, preferably with a different color. Then you have a heading also with bigger text size, and have some bullets and main ideas written down like this, but not with too many words. Then you might want to add some charts, diagrams, and symbols to illustrate and emphasize the key patterns and trends. Then you connect different sections together based on certain logic, just like creating a little mind map. So that's the general idea of visual note-taking. And now I'll show you different techniques that we've used here in this dummy example, and keep in mind that these are the techniques that can be used to improve your notes significantly and make them more fun, more readable, and more effective. Firstly, we want to use color coding. Here we have different colors to signify different kinds of information. For example, title has a different color from headings or these bullet points. For highlighting, we also have a distinctive color to make it easy for you to identify the key information and in this jungle of text. And then we have different text size for headings and key information. They must stand out with bigger size and bigger fonts. And then here we use connectors to link different sections together to make it more like a mind map. Because this is generally how our brains work. It likes to make connections, it likes to make associations, it likes to make a story out of random facts. And then here you can see that we also draw some symbols and charts or diagrams to illustrate and emphasize the key patterns and trends. You can also import images into your notes if you like. And then you can also use various layouts for your notes depending on how you want to organize and structure your notes. So I mentioned making some drawings for your notes, and that probably sounds a little bit intimidating for you, and I can totally understand that. But trust me, you don't need to be an artist, because luckily we are not making art here. Well, you can certainly make art, but that is for another time. Okay. So for visual notes to be effective, it needs to be as simple as possible. I'm gonna show you 5 basic drawing elements that can help you draw anything. So first of all, you have a dot, and then we have a line, or it can also be a cursive line, and then we have a rectangle, and then we have a triangle, and lastly we have a circle. If you can draw these 5 elements, you can draw almost anything. Let me show you. Let's say you want to draw a house. So a house would be a combination of a rectangle for the roof, right? And then we have a triangle, and maybe another smaller triangle for the windows, and then we have the house. It's that simple. And then let's say if you want to draw a pencil, then the pencil would be a combination of a rectangle and with a few lines, and then we have a triangle. Then we would have a pencil like this. Well, it's not that pretty, but you get the idea. So as you can see, you can break down any things that you want to draw down to these 5 basic elements. You can certainly draw things with your own style, and gradually you will create your own kind of visual vocabulary. I put together here my own sketchnote vocabulary, and if you're interested in checking it out, you can download it for free with the link I put down in the description box down below. Hope it's helpful and gives you some more inspiration for your own notes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future videos about tech, productivity and nerdy stuff. And I also made another video about creating a note-taking system using Notion, Notes and Procreate. So if you're interested, be sure to check it out, and I'll see you in the future video.